Okay, so we have our lash. We're gonna isolate. Place it on there. Remember, I placed from the bottom. Give it a little wiggle. Use a different lash. And place it. Now there's a sticky right there. But the main thing with placing your volume fans is doing that little wiggle. And what it's doing when you wiggle it is wrapping the volume fan around the natural lash. Now I already had these fans pre-made out, but you'll get a better wrapping experience when you do it when you make the fan right then and there. Because the bases on those pre-made, well not pre-made, but the ones that I made earlier, they're already cured. So now that I have a fresh one, it'll still open up to wrap around. To wrap around the natural lash. Because the fans I made earlier, the bases are already like solidified. Me making my fan right now, the glue hasn't like really cured, and it'll still allow the base of my volume lash to open up to let that natural lash in. So I'm going in underneath, giving it a wiggle, and then just let it go. So my natural lash is wrapped up in there now, versus it's probably not with the ones that I used when I had it already made from earlier, but it's on there. So using pre-made fans is still fine, or pro-mades. Pro-mades are when you purchase from maybe like someone like me, like I make fans handmade and then I sell them to people. That's a pro-made. It's made by a pro or something like that. Pre-mades are machine-made fans. Again, isolate, place, and give it a shimmy. Still nice and straight up, just like when you're placing classic lashes. Let's go for this one again. In, shimmy. Still 1 to 2 millimeters away from the client's eyelid. And there you have it. That's how you place your volume lashes. The purpose of the shimmy is to get it to wrap around the the natural lash, and that'll give you great retention. Great retention because the natural lash is, you know, in the fan and it won't just pop off. But they're on there. Oh, that one was still drying. Bam. Let me turn it over. Trying to get it to focus so you can see. Yeah, that's how you place your volume fans. And of course, it seems super easy because I'm already like skilled in placing lashes from doing classics for so long. So that's why it's important to try to get it to focus, y'all. That's why it's important to make sure you master placement and isolation when you're doing classic, so that when it gets to this point of you doing volume, it's just super easy. Like, you won't be struggling. And that's why a lot of people, they rush into volume and haven't gotten those other two things down pat, and then volume just becomes super hard for them to do. But if you master doing classics and isolation and placement, when you move up to volume, it's just gonna feel like, oh wow, this is easy. And that's what you want, because you don't want to get frustrated trying to do it. So that's volume. And then let's say we were to go in and add some classics to give us a hybrid. using my finger to help me isolate. There we go. So I just showed you me placing some volume fans and then going in and placing some classics, just so you can see the difference of how I placed the two. All right. Make sure that's not a sticky over here. No, it's just a lash.